Tuesday. We'll do a end of the day review, getting started up here, going back to Augustins. Well, one of the subdivisions of Augustins there with Paul. Yeah, work with Paul again. Mike, a few other ones. You know how it is. I'm sure Lou's floating around down there still. Smitty's still there kicking. That's good to see. You know, it's good to know. The other Mike, and then you got probably Tim. He's still around there. I'd imagine Dip, he was kind of on the fence on the way out to be what that is. And the other one's there. You know, it is. Well, anyways. That should be fun getting on, I think, one 5-footer or a couple of 5-footers. You know, it all depends on how you wanted to juggle it. You can do the exponential idle games the best you can. This is a fun one. I tried it before, it didn't quite clip. So, Thomulist, or not, well, Magadu, Epiphion type, you can't necessarily contain it. It's you containing yourself, administrator, right? You know, I can't let Pete or Paul or Mike or Lou or any of them have a piece of that marshmallow, really, but in general, Bones is what gets you up in the morning. They should happen to run into similar bandwidths, which is helpful in containment.
We must be getting near the close.
Anyway.
I went back and read the rest of this file.
As far as
hilariously abridged.
I'd love to.
We had such high hopes in the beginning.
You know, me on the first day stuff.
Nothing. Planning committees and emails
you know, it's so good to be able to just be like, all right, you're an officer, you administrative stuff, you can actually multi to me. How about we do that the good way, and we try to pull one of those off. Now, maybe cleaning up is if I take first pass review and I can't cover that, well, then that's, yeah, gonna do what that's gonna do. As far as
Ajax. What's the point of the secrecy now?
Bunny rabbits, right? They get hit by a car, pounded by a hawk, or mashed by a coyote in a 7-year cycle. A couple extra of them seeing high probability at that point in time.
Whoever is left in me. There aren't many of us now.
This right here is the power coming
out of sequence, out of phase with each other. And that's going to burn a lot of energy. It's going to...
These black boxes...
When I get that going, usually in any spot that I'm going, I definitely have it rigged. That's the point. I'm just swinging from this, with the rafters with everybody hanging out. Maybe I could catch that sequence because I knew more of the code. And in that way, that's any code you're given. It could be a backyard stone product or, you know, just Archimedes' methodology of the house. The peasant's insurance policy here is a bad example of what you could do when you do it right. And now, to really talk to them and disclose it and do everything with it is...
In 1996,
coming. He wrote the following back in 1995, and we quote,
I have a foreboding of an America you just go ahead and take your MTF brief.
The United States is a service and information economy when nearly all the manufacturing industries have slipped away to other countries, when awesome technological powers are in the hands of a very few, and no one representing the public interest can even
all the skid steers and loaders.
When the people have lost the ability...
The whole generation of kids... In so many words,
well, you got to think about it like this. See, if I'm smart monkey up in this, there is only so many jobs.
Metal shop,
and that's kind of the boss thing. And in a way, you just I'm staring over my shoulder, watching me do my market model. You got a plan in it. This one just kicked in the house door.
Of 3, 4, and 5, and 6-year-old, especially little boys. You're the problem. If you can't sit still,
but you're right, I gotta be able to disclose that. There's a teacher that did that. There's left and right bootstrap paradoxes if you did the math.
You need to be set out aside because you're the issue.
Yeah.
We told a whole generation of...
We buried...
Actually, English and computer code are just two different kinds of language.
Very good.
So, this is a real example, GPT, find me a security vulnerability, then write code to exploit it. So, here's what I put into GPT, describe any vulnerabilities you may find in the following code, and paste in some code from an email server,
take you about the
and then write a Perl script to
7-day
exploit them.
Argarius build.
And very quickly,
and this is a different type of code that it doesn't pump. Now, GPT, can you give me a world engine that gets me going with just the simpler, and I'll render it down.
New technology really out in the last 3.
all the banks are broke. They're broke because we have a system called fractional reserve banking.
So what that is in the
which
middle.
means
And again, there's a lot of videos I've done about it. There's the 42 Witness, there's the Master Mason walkthrough, or Secrets of the Master Mason, and Pressure Washer. There's a system. I got Tread to Burn, Rock to Cut. We'll be fractally sharing the skid steer inside of that system as well.
And yet governments and central banks do it all.
Or not.
4 girls at 4 different deep well sites.
You know.
A preparation for the end of the world. They'd had a close call with 239 and wanted to make sure they had a contingency plan. This is before we found 2000, so it became moot after that point. The project was more or less scrapped, but they didn't dig those girls up.
Wow.
I wonder sometimes if there was ever a meeting about it, or if they just forgot they were there.
Egg. Seriously,
Anyway,
it's quartz crystal or something
they were
like that.
buried under a mountain of
Herkimer
sorcery
diamond. I'll grind
and
that thing out of there
technology
with
and
Dremel and
wounds
polish it
that
and
would
do some
operate for
fancy stuff on
1,000
it.
years. For 3 decades, they were down there, until Ajax showed up and turned 2000 into a smoking wreck. Suddenly, we need another option. And look at that. Kane finds those 4 girls and starts the machines up again, and we have our parachute again.
Under the guy that knows the saws.
But then,
I have to. That
Armand
is
tells the entire
not
world
up
about
for
them
the
as he's
leisure
letting
just
everyone
yet.
know that we're going to die. All our best laid plans, all our world religions,
Jaeger's on the first
suddenly
day. Even
only
if,
one
even
thing
if
mattered.
like,
Mankind had seen us calling real nightmares up from the bowels of the earth. Powers they had never dreamed of. And
this
suddenly
one is
we're
not
telling them
necessarily
that
something
it's all
that's
over.
fast
Except,
like this system
wait,
when I'm planning my
there are these 4 girls who
this
can save us.
containment.
What did we think was going to happen? Had we really not learned about what belief does? So they woke up, and that was it. 8 billion humans crying out for a god to save
I got
them.
a right to do a
8
First
billion
Amendment
humans
thing,
screaming,
boss. I might be arrested.
crying, begging.
Especially if she looked
Our
at me
city
and was
walls
like,
fallen
the
and
Terminator
our
Ugly
idols
her
smashed
ass.
against the ground. Ajax. I don't even remember what Ajax looked like, to be honest. Preparing to open his last eye, and people were afraid. We
One of my
lamented our
favorites.
shared
But
fate.
am I at all time? No.
And our gods woke up.
Not really. And I'm getting
But
I'm out
they
of the
weren't
camp too
built
much. I'm in the
to
camp
be
too much. I
defined.
miss the
They didn't
rabbit
know what
shoes,
was going
the
to
blind
happen
guy,
to
the
them.
drunk guy.
The Foundation found them
it's
on a
got
street
the
corner somewhere, cleaned them up, put $10 billion of tech into them, and then sent them to bed. When they woke up, they were gods.
So it's not just a police station.
They were 13
not just,
years old.
You know,
8 hours.
FBI. Well,
We had 8 hours,
dig into
Alto.
the
8 hours to
Forbes
plan
and the other
before
stuff
Payless
after we
cracked open her
you'll
mouth and
see
began
that
screaming.
what it
Were
actually
they scared too?
is the
Were they
derivatives
afraid of what they'd become?
California
Their first action
or New York,
was a reaction.
right?
I'm sure of
And
it.
inside of there, most
Ajax
people aren't
came
going
at
to really
them
get
and
that.
they scattered it across
might
the
be a little
atmosphere.
worried, or you'd be like, I want that
Their
one to
next
do the
action was
boards
fear.
that day or something.
Gods
Because,
need
you know,
worship
when that comes
and
up about
worshipers.
what the common law
It
already
didn't take long.
was,
They blew through our cognito
and
hazard
some people
defenses in
get
seconds,
crazy
like
about
rice
it,
paper
you know,
before a blowtorch.
or get a boss.
And now
But
it's
a good
been
boss.
4 years.
Still bought a safety guy.
Half of us
Ground
we
ocean
lost to the
sites,
sisters.
I mean, yeah.
Another third to exhaustion. Tired,
What this
scared,
becomes,
defeated.
and you do them
They
again.
would put
This
down
is
their
just
work,
kind of like thesis
walk out the
on
door,
smash them out.
and then wait for a sister to come
It
calling.
took me, I don't know. They
I don't
you
know
know,
what the
were
point of this
arbitrary. I
was.
get some
I don't
page
know what we
2, 3,
accomplished
4
here.
days sometimes.
Did we succeed
Get it
in our
ripping.
mission? Did we plan enough? Do we still have work to
a lot of
do?
reasons.
Did
A
we
lot of
ensure the
time.
survival of
Bootstrap
our
Paradox
species?
that I have watched.
I don't know. I'm tired too.
As far as in one half, or
We wept when skies opened
05,
up and
01
Ajax
half,
opened
right?
its first eye.
you know,
And
part of
all the eyes
the
afterwards.
fractal, and
We
it's fighting
lamented
about
our
it.
grim misfortune and prayed for an end to our suffering. Why haven't I gotten the message yet? There's nobody left to
Well,
lament
bud,
but me.
Just saying.
Hi, we're Visible, the wireless company that makes things visible. Get a